Hello. In this demo, I will show you how to enter other properties owned by the borrower into the REO screen in Tango. First, as you can see, we're starting off in the Payoffs, Debts, and Liabilities screen. Here we can see the lien on the subject property right up here. We're paying this off with proceeds, as well as another mortgage right here, which is on the other property. So this is the borrower's other property. We need to tie this in or link it to a mortgage in the REO screen. So before we go into the REO section, I do want to point out right now that the cash flow analysis shows that the borrower passes with a comp factor. We're going to get back to that shortly. I wanted to show that to you because I'm going to show you something a little bit later on. So now we're going to go over to the REO screen and link this mortgage into an REO. Go to REO. Now up here we have the subject property already added. Down here is where we're going to add that REO. So we got to start off by putting in the property address. REO city, state, and zip code. Then we need to choose the property type. We'll say this is a single family residence. Property disposition. It is a rental property. Mortgages from the liability screen. We'll check this here to link it to that. And then over here, are taxes and insurance included in the monthly payment? Now, if you choose no, like I just did, then you need to put in monthly taxes, insurance, any HOA dues. If we choose yes, this opens up the liability that includes the taxes and insurance. From the dropdown, we choose the same liability. Then we could put in gross rental income. Now, when you receive the borrower's 1040s, you could enter the 2-year monthly average income or loss. After you enter that amount and recalculate the numbers on the comparison screen in Tango, Tango will use that amount as net monthly income or monthly loss. But for now, we're just going to enter gross rental income. Let's give them a nice amount here. Let's say $2,400 a month. Next, in the last 2 years, has the borrower paid property taxes on time? I'll say yes. In the last 2 years, has the borrower paid HOA, PUD dues on time? I'll say NA. Then I'm going to hit save. We just entered this REO right here. So here it is. One thing I do want to go back to now before I point it out to you, the cash flow analysis showed that the borrower passed with a comp factor. But one of the important reasons of making sure you do enter REO on here, it can make a loan go from passing residual income to failing, or sometimes in this case, vice versa. It added income. Let's take a look here. When we look at total income, we look over here, rental income from other REO, $1,318. Let's take a look now where Tango did that. If we go back up over here, this is the REO. If we click on edit, it opens up. We added all this information all the way down to gross rental income. What Tango did, it applied a vacancy factor, giving us 75% of the gross rental income. Next, Tango took this $1,800 and it subtracted this monthly payment of $482 to come up with net rental income of $1,318. So if we go back up to income, that's where that $1,318 came from. So you can see the importance of making sure that you do add REOs into the loan in Tango. It can help make a deal. Sometimes it will also count as an expense, but it's important to know because we need to make sure we get this in. And it could stop a loan from proceeding through underwriting and closing if we don't have it in there. So we got to make sure that we get this all in there. So that's what I have for adding an REO in Tango. Thank you very much for joining me today.